So we now go up to the start for a heat of, in effect, the second tier Coxless Fours event. The top event's the stewards, the second event is the visitors, hotly contested this year. We saw Leander do so well early this afternoon. Now we have a crew from Oxford University. They're lightweights on the left of your picture, and on the right of your picture we have the guys from Australia, from U.T.S, Haberfield and Sydney, and they are strong favourites to dominate this event, and I think they're in the lead already, Sean.
Still fairly close, but again, it's hard to tell until they come out to the end of the island.
Yeah, we're looking at that picture of the start. We'll pick them up, and the boys from U.T.S, Haberfield and Sydney Rowing Club, and well, Sean and myself will talk into Tim McLaren, who's the legendary Aussie coach. I think he won that silver medal back in Australian quadruple sculls,
1984 in Los Angeles.
Was it behind the Germans that he won that? But he is a guru of Australian rowing, and he is here with this crew. Peter Costner, the 24-year-old closest to you in the bow seat, the 26 years of age Ben Coombs, and Darcy Ruck, the Queenslander, in the three seats with the Sydney Rowing Club colours on, and in the stroke Nathan Bowden.
All under 23 athletes for Australia. The two-man, Coombs actually raced for Columbia University in New York City for 4 years, and now he's back in Australia working with Tim, all trying to make the national team eventually.
So
and unfortunately the Oxford lightweights are just struggling against a very experienced crew that has come a long way to race here. From down under to up over is about 24 hours of flying.
So the quality of this Australian crew, you can see them on the left of your picture from U.T.S, Haberfield and Sydney. It can be seen by the fact that their rating's so low, and I guess, you know, you've got athletes like the Queenslander Darcy Rook. I mean, I think the last time I saw him row was in the final of the Sarasota Cox Pairs. He and Angus Widdicombe, coached by James Rook, who's coaching the Aussie Women's 8 now, rowing in the World Cup season, but they led the Hungarians all the way down final of the World Championships, and then the Hungarians, Adrian U.T.S and Bella Simon Jr., who are here actually in the goblets, just rode through them in the last few strokes. It was one of the most sensational races I've seen, Sean. But basically, you know, there's quality there. He's been in the Australian senior team. That's the three-man there, just one behind the stroke in the Haberfield crew. And, you know, he's anchoring that boat. What you need in a boat, like Cox's Four particularly, is a real anchor three-man. The British have had that with people like Tim Foster, people like, you know, Tom James. And it's so important you get that solidity. George Nash, the crew in Rio. And probably that's what the British squad have been missing, a real anchor three-man, just to, you know, back up the stroke man, lead the crew out to length. And someone like Darcy Ruck is providing that in spades for the U.T.S, Haberfield and Sydney crew this afternoon.
Although it is a team sport, sometimes there can be just one guy that can move the entire boat when it's time to get up and get out. They've had very good steering. They're doing the entire job here.
Yeah, Tim's going to be dead pleased. Do you think he's watching in the launch, or just sat there in the enclosures?
I'm sure he's in the launch.
Yeah. So borrowing a boat from Cambridge University by the looks of it, the Australians just letting the boat flow under them. They will let the men from Oxford University, like their rowing club, come up to them. Alex Pavitt, Ian McGurkin, John Martin, Suraj Mahesh. It was an easy win for the Australians. The Oxford University lightweights coming in about 2 lengths behind.